show you the process of how we elaborated this logo. So one of the first steps that we took is that we divided our group, which is 11 students, into individual groups, and we developed different ideas so that we could later discuss them and create like this final logo that you're going to see today. So these were some of the ideas that we started developing. We first had different components that we wanted to include. As you can see, we took the composition and we divided it into painting, dancing, music. And then we started developing others, such as this one, which included almost all of the elements that the club offers. However, this sketch itself, we didn't take it too much into account because after discussing and everything, we decided to take a minimalistic approach to the logo in order to create a visual image that was simple enough for the people to remember, but able to capture the attention, and in order to catch attention to the name of the club itself. In this way, it fulfills the purpose of selling what the program is about. So these were just a couple of ideas that we started developing. As you can see here, we decided to take the architecture part of the club as our main focus, and it's surrounded by both painting and the Shakespeare pen. One of these problems about this sketch is that the Shakespeare pen is not as visible as possible, and it was not visually understandable. When we started discussing it with the group, people were actually asking what was that. They actually said it was a tree instead of a Shakespeare pen. And then we decided to take the book as the base and as literature, so it represented how literature and history and knowledge itself, it becomes the base of what we think this club could represent. So we later started developing this idea with this composition. We started, instead of using the Shakespeare pen, we included music, and we started playing around with the different symbols that we wanted inside. We included film, dancing, theater, architecture, and sculpture. We later started developing different ideas, such as this one. When we started brainstorming about what the British culture represented, not only to us, but to the world itself, we thought about the Queen, as we were discussing later. And so this concept idea was to create the profile of the Queen, actually with the elements of what the program offers, or what the club offers. And thus, we decided to take what was inside of it as the main focus of this logo. Since we wanted the minimalistic approach, we decided to create this one as our main sketch. So now we're going to focus on why we decided for this to be our main sketch. As we've said before, we wanted a minimalistic approach. So we wanted to, instead of include all of the symbols of the different sectors that the program offers, we decided to develop 5 main symbols that when you connected each other, you could actually relate to different areas instead of making all of the symbols. So for example, with the first symbol here, the Greek column, we wanted to represent both history and architecture. Later, we decided the Shakespeare pen because we really loved it. And we wanted to represent literature and both the British culture. We later came with the paintbrush because that's the most normal, the most recognized symbol for the visual arts, and it could represent both the painting and sculpture that the club offers. We later went with theater, with the theater mask, which we also related it to acting and thus film. And at last, we included the musical notes, which could be represented both as dancing and music itself. So one of the last aspects that we wanted to include, but we think is one of the most important of them, is the name itself. As you know, the colors of the Britcham logo itself is blue and red. But we wanted to add more Dominican culture into the logo so that we could see like the fusion of both British and Dominican cultures inside of the club. So with this, we decided to change the order of the colors to give an illusion of the Dominican flag.
Oh, that's great.
We should do that. We should do that from the logo.
That's
Dominican blue.
And this is how we altered it in order to create the illusion of the Dominican flag.
You changed it.
No? Sorry, it's this one. No, this
one.
one. Yeah, that one.
That's the original.
That's the original one.
Okay.
And that's how we decided to change it.
Okay.
And so based on all of this, we thought that it was the best idea because we wanted both a simple logo that would allow the viewer to catch the attention but still remain the main focus on the arts club. It would have like the simple image that would make the viewer remember everything, and have 5 different symbols that we could relate to all of the areas that the club offers. And we have the main focus, which is the fusion of the British and the Dominican culture with the with the change of the orders of the name itself.
Beautiful.
Of course, as Jose first explained, we're very thankful for this opportunity. As we said, we are not professionals, so this was a big challenge for us. But once we started developing, we felt very confident, and this, of course, is we recommend this, but we're very open to what you guys think and to all the other ideas we offered.
Can we
Wow.
go back again? Like
Yeah.
3